Imagine tracing the northern lights across, well, 3 different countries, meeting Santa Claus right in his home village, and then spotting, majestic whales out in the Arctic Sea.
Sounds like quite the travel dream, doesn't it?
It really does. And today, we're aiming to make that dream a bit more tangible. We're diving deep into this amazing set of sources that lay out the specific details of a 9-day Arctic tour: Finland, Sweden, Norway. Our mission here is to pull out all the key insights, the important nuggets, so you can really get a feel for what this adventure is all about and what makes it stand out.
Yeah, and what we've got here is, it's a remarkably detailed roadmap, a full itinerary.
Right.
It's almost a masterclass in how you structure one of these multi-country packages to give a truly comprehensive Arctic experience.
So we're going to break it down.
Exactly. We'll dissect it day by day, look at what's covered, what's not, and even touch on what past travelers have said.
Okay, let's unpack this then. The core of this whole thing, really, is the itinerary itself. It's fascinating.
It is.
Like you said, it's not just one stop. It's this journey weaving through 3 Nordic countries, 8 nights, 9 days.
And it's designed, it seems, to give you that broad taste from, festive Lapland to the dramatic Norwegian coast.
What strikes me right away is how carefully it seems crafted to maximize those key Arctic moments.
Absolutely. It feels very intentional right from arrival. Sets the stage nicely.
So day 1 kicks off in Helsinki, Finland. You fly in, get to the hotel, and basically the day's yours to settle in, acclimatize, maybe a little wander around the capital.
Yeah, and that first day in Helsinki, it's a smart move strategically. It's like a gentle entry point.
Soft landing, yeah.
Exactly. Before you dive headfirst into the more intense Arctic stuff further north, it gives you buffer time, too, for any travel hiccups.
Okay, then day 2, it's up bright and early for a flight to Rovaniemi, right? Finnish Lapland.
That's the one, gateway to the Arctic Circle, basically.
Check into the hotel there, and then that evening, your first big Arctic experience, a Northern Lights tour by bus.
Your first shot at seeing the aurora. They get you straight into it.
And day 3 in Rovaniemi looks absolutely jam-packed with Lapland classics.
It really does. What jumps out at you?
Well, the Santa Claus village visit, meeting Santa, crossing the Arctic Circle line.
Essentials.
Yeah. And then there's a 500-meter husky sledge ride included at Snowman World, plus a 2-hour snowmobile safari through the snow.
Wow.
And then another chance to chase the northern lights in the evening. How do they fit all that iconic stuff into one day? Seems like a lot.
That's a really good observation. And I think, it's quite clever, actually. They've clustered these really high-demand, quintessential Arctic hit Santa, Huskies, snowmobiles into one powerhouse day.
Right. Get it all done.
It's not just ticking boxes, though. It's about delivering that wow factor early on. You hit those key bucket list items efficiently.
Even if it means a pretty full day.
Exactly. It immerses you immediately in what Lapland's famous for. And, of course, having multiple Northern Lights chances, that just ups the odds of a sighting, which is always a huge goal, right?
Makes sense. Okay, so after that intense Lapland day, we switch gears and countries. Day 4 is a transfer, looks like a scenic one, over to Kiruna in Sweden.
Crossing the border.
Settle into the hotel, and then the rest of the day is free. Explore Kiruna on your own. Maybe see how they're moving the town.
Yeah, that's a fascinating aspect of Kiruna itself.
Then day 5, still in Kiruna, you get the visit to the famous Kiruna Ice Hotel.
Yes. A must-see.
Such a unique thing, right? Seeing those ice and snow creations that they rebuild every single year.
Truly remarkable craftsmanship.
And guess what? Another guided Northern Lights tour in the evening. This time, Swedish Lapland style.
It does raise an interesting point, though, doesn't it?
What's that?
While the aurora is obviously a massive draw, these other unique experiences like the Ice Hotel, they really add to the tour's special character.
Beyond just the lights, yeah.
Exactly. It brings in this cultural, artistic, almost architectural element you just can't find anywhere else, not only about the natural phenomena.
Good point. Okay, the journey pushes on. Day 6, we're heading into Norway. Another transfer, this time to Tromsø.
Right. The gateway to the Arctic.
Check into the hotel, and again, some time to explore this charming Arctic city at your own pace, see what it's like.
Get your bearings in Norway now.
Day 7 in Tromsø. This features a ride on the Fishheisen, the Tromsø cable car.
Oh, the views from up there are supposed to be spectacular.
Yeah, panoramic views of the city, the fjords, the mountains. Sounds breathtaking. And naturally. One final guided Northern Lights tour to round things out. Your last official chance on the tour to catch the Aurora Borealis.
They really give you ample opportunity across all 3 locations, maximizing those chances.
Then day 8 in Tromsø shifts focus completely. An exciting whale-watching tour out on the water.
Now that's different. Orcas, humpbacks maybe?
Yeah, a chance to spot some incredible marine life in the Arctic waters, followed by a relaxed afternoon.
Connecting this to the bigger picture,
Hmm.
including the whale watching, is, I think, brilliant.
How so?
It broadens the whole perspective, doesn't it? It shows the diversity of the Arctic environment beyond the snow and the lights on land.
Right, it's not just ice.
Exactly. It highlights the coastal side, the marine ecosystem, the biodiversity. It's a powerful reminder that the Arctic is this vibrant place full of life.
That's a great way to put it. And finally, day 9 brings the tour to a close in Tromsø. Breakfast, checkout.
Mm-hmm.
And then you're transferred to Tromsø Airport for your departure. Wraps up what sounds like a pretty epic 9 days.
And a very comprehensive sweep through the Arctic.
Okay, here's where things get really practical for anyone listening and thinking, maybe. What's actually included in that starting price? They mention $4,200 as a starting point.
Right.
But what do you get for that, and what extra costs do you need to plan for? That's always crucial.
Absolutely fundamental. Understanding the inclusions and exclusions gives you the true picture of the value and lets you budget properly. It's often in those details.
So the tour price covers all the accommodation, right? 1 night Helsinki, 2 Rovaniemi, 2 Kiruna, 3 Tromsø.
Correct. 8 nights in total in hotels.
And breakfast is provided daily at the hotels too, which is always a nice perk.
Definitely helps start the day right and saves a bit on food costs.
And crucially, all those activities we just walked through, they're part of the package.
That's what the source says, yes. Let's list them.
Okay. The Santa Claus Village Experience, meeting Santa, Arctic Circle Crossing, the Husky Sledge bit at Snowman World.
Yep, included.
The 2-hour snowmobile safari.
Included.
All the guided Northern Lights tours by bus. The ones in Rovaniemi, Kiruna, and Tromsø.
All included.
The visit to the Kiruna Ice Hotel.
Included.
The Tromsø cable car ride.
Also included.
And that Tromsø rail watching cruise.
Included as well. That's actually quite a lot of the major highlights bundled in.
It seems like it covers the main reasons you'd go on a trip like this.
It does, and that's reassuring for travels.
Yeah.
It means the primary experiences, the big ticket items, are sorted within that initial price. You're not constantly pulling out your wallet for the essential activity.
It allows you to just sort of enjoy it.
Exactly. Focus on the adventure.
Okay, but equally important, what's not included? What do you need to budget for on top of that $4,200?
Right. The exclusions list, just as critical for planning.
The big one seems to be flights, international flights to get you to Helsinki and back from Tromsø, and that domestic flight from Helsinki to Rovaniemi on day 2. Those aren't covered.
Correct. Flights are separate. Also, lunches and dinners aren't included, only breakfast.
So meals are mostly on you. Need to budget for that.
Definitely. And travel insurance, that's your responsibility to arrange. Any visas, if you need them, also your responsibility.
Okay. And they mention a 3% gateway charge at checkout. What's that usually?
That's typically a processing fee for handling the payment, often for online or international card transactions. So factor that small percentage into your final calculation.
Got it. So flights, lunches, dinners, insurance, visas, and that small gateway charge, need to plan for those.
And this really underlines the need for careful pre-trip prep. Travel insurance especially is so important. It's your safety net.
Absolutely. Don't skip that. And checking passport and visa requirements well in advance.
Your responsibility entirely. Preparation is key.
So if someone's listening and thinking, wow, this sounds amazing, what are the next steps? How do they find out more or maybe even book it?
Right, the practical side. Connecting with the operator.
The source says the tour can be booked instantly online, and it requires a 60% non-refundable deposit right at booking.
Okay, that's a significant commitment up front. 60% non-refundable.
And the full payment is due at least 50 days before the tour starts.
That 50-day mark seems important.
It is, especially for cancellations. If you cancel more than 50 days before departure, you get a 40% refund of your total payment, not the deposit, the total.
Okay, so you lose the 60% deposit, essentially.
Seems like it. But if you cancel 50 days or less before departure.
Let me guess. No refund.
Exactly. No refund. And also no refunds for no-shows, or if you just decide not to do part of the tour. That 50-day deadline is critical.
Wow, okay. That structure really emphasizes the financial commitment. You need to be quite sure. And it links back to why travel insurance covering cancellation perhaps, is so vital.
Good point. Now, who runs this tour? It's managed by finlandtour.fi.
Right, which the source notes as a subdomain of a company called Eurotrail LLC.
And they even provide a DUNS number, 133617855. Does that mean anything practical for someone booking?
Actually, yeah, it can be reassuring.
A
DUNS number is basically a unique global business identifier from Dun & Bradstreet.
Like a business fingerprint.
Kind of. It helps verify a company's existence, its operational history. So for you, seeing that number suggests Eurotrail LLC is a registered, established entity. It adds a layer of credibility.
Okay, good to know. So how do you contact them if you have questions before paying that big deposit?
They provide a few ways. You can email them directly at info@finlandtour.fi.
info@finlandtour.fi.
Or they offer WhatsApp for itinerary discussions before payment.
All right.
Plus 358-457-396-2900.
Handy. WhatsApp prepayment. And general phone numbers, too.
Yes, plus 358-457-3900000. And that same WhatsApp number again, plus 358-457-399-6290. Likely works for calls, too.
And they also state that after you make a payment, their team will contact you within 3 working hours with all the details.
Sounds like a pretty quick turnaround to confirm everything and get you set up. Smooth the transition.
Okay, the itinerary sounds incredible. The details are clear. But what about real people? What are travelers who've actually done this tour saying? It has a 4.3 out of 5-star rating based on 6 reviews.
Yeah, those first-hand accounts are gold. They give you insights beyond the official description.
What stands out from those reviews?
Well, largely positive things, confirming the core experiences. People seem genuinely thrilled with seeing the Northern Lights, often multiple times, like Maylin mentioned.
She also highlighted the snowmobile ride and the ice hotel visit as unforgettable.
Exactly. And praised the guides and the smooth operations. That points to good execution on the ground.
Tanya R. also praised the management of transfers and tours, especially like in Kiruna and Tromsø, but she did add a little note.
What was that?
She wished for a bit more free time, to explore on her own.
Ah, okay. That's useful feedback. It highlights that trade-off with packed itineraries. Efficiency versus flexibility.
Something to consider if you like a lot of independent wandering.
Definitely. And Lavagna's review brought up another practical point.
The food.
Yeah. She loved the bucket list experiences, lights, snowmobiling, whales, but mentioned struggling a bit with food options as a vegetarian. Suggested more Asian-friendly meals would be welcome.
Okay, that's really important feedback for potential travelers, especially those with dietary needs.
Absolutely. It doesn't seem to be a major complaint overshadowing the whole trip, but it underscores the value of communicating your needs in advance. Maybe contacting finlandtour.fi specifically about vegetarian or other dietary options when booking.
Proactive communication is key there.
For sure. But overall, these diverse comments show the tour delivers on its promises, while also giving useful, practical pointers for future travelers.
What an incredible deep dive. We've really unpacked a lot here, from Santa and the Aurora across 3 countries, down to the booking details from finlandtour.fi, and those valuable traveler tips.
Yeah, it really paints a picture of how these structured tours can offer a very efficient, yet really immersive way to see multiple unique places in one go.
It definitely packs a lot into those 9 days.
It does. And, it makes you think about travel styles. As you listen, consider what works best for you. Is it this kind of comprehensive, guided adventure hitting all the highlights?
Or do you maybe crave more unstructured time?
Exactly. It's that balance between planned experiences and personal exploration. Something to reflect on for any trip, really. How do you want to experience a place?
A great final thought. And if this specific tour has sparked your interest, you can find out more or reach out to the team directly.
That's right. Their website is www.finlandtour.fi.
And that email again for questions is info@finlandtour.fi.
All the details are there if this Arctic adventure sounds like the one for you.